The warm Sicilian night was quiet, the streets of Catania bathed in the golden glow of old street lamps. The air smelled of the sea, mingled with the faint aroma of coffee drifting from small cafes, where a few late-night wanderers lingered over their espressos. Above ground, everything seemed peaceful, typical, but beneath the city, in a labyrinth of darkness, history's greatest Italian heist was quietly unfolding. This is the story of the Banco di Sicilia robbery, one of Italy's most audacious and unsolved crimes. A tale of patience, precision, and the infamous criminal mastermind known only as Il Fantasma, the Ghost. A story of precision, brilliance, and mystery, unfolding silently beneath the city's unsuspecting streets. Months before that fateful night, whispers began to circulate in the criminal underworld about an ambitious plan. Il Fantasma had gathered a group, a team of experts, each chosen for a single purpose. A renowned safecracker, a civil engineer who had once worked on underground metro systems, a logistics whiz, and a precision driver. Their target? The central vault of Banco di Sicilia, home to millions of lire, stacks of gold, and a collection of priceless jewels. But this vault wasn't just any vault. It was a fortress, a machine of impenetrable steel, armored on all sides, with guards, security cameras, and alarms that could summon the carabinieri in moments. Il Fantasma's genius revealed itself in simplicity. They wouldn't break in, they would go under. With quiet deliberation, the plan was set in motion. Just a few blocks from the bank, they rented an unassuming, dilapidated shop. By day, they posed as simple workers, renovating the space. They brought in supplies, sawdust, bricks, and bags of cement, just enough to blend into the bustling construction noise of city life. But beneath the facade of normality, beneath the shop itself, the heart of the operation began. Hidden under floorboards and a layer of tiles, the team started digging. Inch by painstaking inch, they carved a tunnel directly toward the Banco di Sicilia vault. Armed with basic tools, digging spades, pickaxes, and wooden beams, they worked only at night, toning down noise and muffling vibrations to avoid suspicion. It was suffocating work. The air was damp, thick with the smell of soil. Dust clung to their faces and clothes as they reinforced their tunnel with makeshift bracings. Hours turned into weeks, weeks into months. Undeterred, they followed Il Fantasma's blueprint with military precision. Every calculation, every step of the dig, brought them closer to their prize. Then came the night. The date had been meticulously aligned with a local festival, ensuring that even if someone did hear noise in the streets, it would be drowned out by revelry. That night, they broke through. Above their heads sat the vault, silent and untouched, an iron beast guarding its treasures. But they didn't need to unlock it. They had built their own entrance. One by one, the thieves climbed through the narrow tunnel into the dark, cool air of the vault. Flashlights cut through the shadows, casting beams on stacks of cash, piles of gold bricks, and gleaming jewelry locked away in safes. The smell of old paper and cold steel filled their lungs. Without hesitation, they began. Stuffing duffel bags to the brim, they moved like phantoms, leaving nothing behind but empty shelves. No alarms were triggered. No security guards disturbed their work. Il Fantasma had planned this moment to perfection. By dawn, they were gone. The vault, once the pride of Banco di Sicilia, now stood empty, the great steel doors still locked, as if mocking anyone who dared to unravel the mystery. When bank employees arrived that morning, they discovered the unimaginable. Millions, gone. Gold bars, priceless heirlooms, all wiped clean. The alarms hadn't sounded. The vault was untouched, at least outwardly. It wasn't until investigators noticed the faint disturbance of soil beneath the room that the truth began to unravel. The tunnel, its entrance cleverly hidden back under the abandoned shop, was a marvel in itself, reinforced with wooden planks and strong enough to support the weight of an entire building. But by the time authorities pieced it together, the shop had been emptied, its shelves and tools abandoned like the set of a ghost story. The gang had sealed the tunnel and vanished, just like their leader's moniker promised. In the aftermath, the heist dominated headlines. More than 60 billion lire had been stolen, a sum worth hundreds of millions of euros today. Desperate for answers, authorities scoured Sicily. Forensic teams combed through the tunnel, seeking fingerprints or evidence, but the thieves left nothing behind. Not a fiber, not a shoe print. Nothing but silence. Rumors caught like wildfire. Some said the robbery was a mafia operation, with the thieves quickly hidden among the tangled branches of the underground economy. Others speculated that Il Fantasma had orchestrated their escape to South America, leaving the team to live out their days in quiet luxury among palm trees and sandy beaches. And Il Fantasma? Legend says he's still out there, his identity a riddle none have solved. Was he a criminal genius or a myth woven into Sicily's history? No one knows. To this day, the Banco di Sicilia heist remains one of the greatest unsolved crimes in all of Italy. A perfect crime, a story of precision, brilliance, and mystery. Somewhere, perhaps, Il Fantasma is still watching, still smiling at the fortune he took through cunning and patience. Still a ghost, drifting just out of reach.